like I was just saying before the video went out. Women on social media, man, we need to talk about it, okay? These women on social media are studying the men that they find attractive. And I believe this to be very dangerous. Now, hear me out. I don't think that it's ever been advised that you study the person or the group of people that you find attractive. You know, that's going to cause all kind of problems as far as things being organic and, you know, authentic. And a lot of modern women don't care, because I'm gonna tell you something real quick, and you need to use this against these women that keep talking about, well, we have to study the men because men out here are woo 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 woo, and I was in a relationship or a couple relationships, or I got a friend that she went through this, and you know, we have to be cautious, so we gotta kind of study the men. No, you don't. And you've been given the ability to be stalkers and weirdos, and it's been justified, but no longer, because your trauma of your childhood and your past is not our problem, and it's not our job to correct if we're not your man. And we want to take on that huge, tremendous responsibility. Most men shouldn't. So I want you guys to know trauma responses when you hear them. When a woman has to have her money and her career and her house and all these different things before she's looking for a man, this is a trauma response. There was instability in the home when she was a child. There was instability in all of her previous relationships. And the trauma response is to, you know, I'm not going to go through that again. So I'm going to waste all of my youthful prime years putting myself in a situation where I'm comfortable and I'm in control of most of what's going on around me. These are trauma responses. Women that study the men that they like online, these are trauma responses. I study my enemies, but I don't study, you know, women that I find attractive. The minute I designate a woman that I would think is dateable, I don't watch her content unless she's like putting out happy-go-lucky content. I only watch it every now and again, because I don't think that it's right that I'm watching a woman that I not just find attractive, that I would date. You know, an archetype of a woman I would date. I think it's weird if I study her. So I just watch her content every now and again, but I don't study them. The women have convinced themselves that it's okay to study men because they're trying to say that most men are creeps and this and that. That's life. Most people are creeps. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? You got to smash that like button if you're coming in here. I appreciate it. Most people of modern times are creeps, men and women. So for you to think that you're allowed to study the men that you like because society is constantly telling you that men are creeps and da 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 da, no, that is a trauma response. You know what I'm saying? I'm in North Carolina in America. You guys do me a great favor. I don't see any like buttons being smashed. So I'm going to assume that any questions or anything being asked in the comment section is to derail me from the conversation that I'm having. If you want to move in good faith, smash that like button. Smash, that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? You're showing your true colors. Hey, guess what? I have no problem with putting you guys in timeout. So go ahead and let yourselves be known. You're not smashing a like button, so it shows that you're not over here for the right intentions. So anything that you say in the comment section will be taken with a grain of salt. If I don't reply back to you, it's because you're not moving with good faith. I don't give a shit what you say. Make sure you smash that like button or none of your comments will get read. Hang on. I look like you want some attention. So, anyway, who else? You know what I mean? Just be careful. I have no problem putting you guys in timeout. Back to the subject. These females think that it's okay to study the men that they like. These females think it's okay to project onto these men. Like, for example, the females that study me, and I'm going to be more specific. The content creator females that study me, they think it's okay to project onto me this image that they decided to have of me, put me on this pedestal, so they can critique me with a fine-tooth comb. Now, if I was a regular guy they met out in public, woo, you know what I'm saying? They might even signal to me, or approach me. Definitely would like for me to approach them. But these content creators get to watch the men that they like. Now, this is why women need a male mentor in their life, because this lacks sense. They think it's a good idea to, on a daily basis, watch a man that they find attractive and the archetype of a man that they would date. They think it's wise and smart to study that. Come on now. Come on now. What in life has God ever given you a cheat code like that? Nah, that's the devil. And they don't have the sense enough to realize this. So a normal guy that they would normally give every chance in the world if met in public, now they can just critique him with a fine-tooth comb, critique him on a level that they cannot critique themselves, and just pick at him, trying to find a reason to disqualify him because they know that they don't qualify for him. Because the way that he speaks, they didn't even know that we spoke or thought on this level. So when they hear it, it's like, good God, I can't. And then they start trying to pick you apart because they feel like, okay, well, if I don't qualify for him based off of what he's saying, and I'm taking it personal, then I have to find a way to disqualify him. And they start picking away at you. Now, these same females think this is smart, right? I'm talking about content creator females. Whether you're considering yourself a good woman or you're one of these females that we're talking about. Oh, we're going to talk about it today. Even if you consider yourself a good woman, you need to be checked by a man. And this man right here that you like to watch and put on a pedestal so that you can critique the hell out of me, and a pedestal that you wouldn't qualify for yourself. Let's talk about it today. You raggedy females and good women will watch a man like me and will pick me apart, have your girls watch and kiki and da-da-da-da-da-da. But you're learning something from me every single time I go live. Let's talk about it today. But your raggedy butt don't want to let a man know like me that you're learning from us. And not only that, the proof is in the pudding. And I'm talking about some good women because I see some good women content creators that are single and childless, or their child is out of wedlock and they're not married. Now, I consider everything single if you're not married. We're talking biblically. This title of boyfriend and girlfriend that was made up to make people feel good, that want to shack up together, we're not talking about that. In another few years, there'll be a new terminology. They already came out with one for people that want to have multiple partners and it be considered a real relationship. See, I got time for all this crap, man. Y'all want to study the men that you like? Where's it getting you? Where is it getting you? Where's your husband? I'll wait. You want to sit around here and study men like me, put me on a pedestal so you can pick me apart? Where has it gotten you? Where are your proposals? Where's your ring? Where's the images of your kid to be? What's going on with you? And this is for the good women as well. Because good or not, if you don't have a husband, you are lost, nigga. Let's talk about it today. Good or bad. Because I'm seeing a lot of women critiquing good men and bad men and having, they'll be, critiquing the pookies and they'll throw in there a little bit. Well, all men need to, we need to get on to the all women. Y'all want to see, the problem is, where's your man? Where's your man? I don't want to hear boyfriend. That's just a guy that's smashing, that's dumb enough to lay there next to you while you're farting in your sleep. He needs to be the side guy that ain't got to deal with none of that shit that gets you at your best. While you talk, I think Gilbert Arenas talked about this. Being the side guy is best. I was that main guy. I was a husband dealing with this woman farting in her sleep every single night. And then she's cheating with guys that ain't got to deal with the farting. She probably took Gas X pills whenever she went to go see them. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be this main guy. You're just like her home or her car or anything else that accentuates her as a woman. Her wig. You're not important. You're just there as a part to make her look, more complete as a woman. That's all that you're there for. So, like Gilbert said, that side guy, man, she complains about the main guy to you. You're that shoulder to cry on for her. She's presenting herself as the best. You're getting all the nudes while the husband or the boyfriend's getting all the non-shaven coochie, you know what I'm saying? She's making sure that thing is shaved and ready for you. She's giving you her best. You know what I'm saying? That's where you want to be at. But, and women are giving it all away for the most part, so why even be the main guy and deal with the drama? But honestly, nowadays, women have come up with a way around this as well. They find an attractive man online or two, and they put themselves in a proxy relationship. Now, let me tell you how the modern woman makes a relationship out of nothing, and this is her real life situation and circumstance. The modern woman, his ego is so wild, she can't be with a man that she finds to be better than her, which is what most women look for in modern times, exercising hypergamy. So what she does is she gets a Build-A-Bear, and she gets this halfway Negro that ain't got his money right, doesn't have any real security in himself as a man, cheats a lot and stuff. And that way she never has to worry about him, ever really saying things to her when they're having a discussion that really matters. Like, well, I don't think we're working out because you're spending too much time going out with your girls and focusing on what everybody else thinks instead of us buckling down, putting our money together and trying to build something. You want to make sure you're keeping up with the Joneses and coming out. They don't want to hear stuff like that. So they get this bum dude that's going to cheat, that he's always cheating on me, and this is what I'm going to cheat, and this is what I'm going to. They want that, right? They want to be better. Then they don't even understand what they're not mothers or grandmothers. Remember, this is like third or fourth wave single motherhood. So great grandmothers, used to get the pick of the litter that would also be loyal to the family and also could teach her something and guide. The modern woman is used to just taking guidance from Big Brother, the powers that be, that gives her her start in life, which is her starter package. You know what I'm saying? Her Section 8, her food stamps based off her kids that she had, out of wedlock, some of them even in their teens. You know what I'm saying? So they start getting all of these incentives and all this, this care package stuff as soon as they start making mistakes into adulthood. And they believe that with this ego that they've built off of big daddy government and them doing whatever they want to do and all their traumas that they have in their life they never have to heal from, that men should just, okay, I'll take this modern woman, and we're not. And because we're not, and we don't care, and they had this thing in their mind where, men just want coochie no matter what. They're going to always try to get coochie. No, we don't. We are human beings just like you. We're very intricate just like you. But what we don't do is move off emotion like all of y'all do. And listen, I've told you before, men love women, real women and ladies. All of y'all are crazy, but we're super logical, so it kind of balances itself out. We kind of like, obviously, and we consider crazy anyone that moves off emotion. That is illogical. That's the craziest shit in the world. And y'all do it all the time. And you survive the next day. You live to the next day. You move off emotion. You have nothing but emotional moments all day long. You make content off emotion, and you make money off of it, and you thrive, and it's crazy to us. As men, we can't move off emotion. It will be fighting everywhere. It'd be smoking the city, man. It'd be smoking the city. But y'all can have emotional outbursts and nothing really happens. It's just like, you doing a bunch of talking and other women agreeing with you and trying to cancel people or whatever. You know what I mean? So even the good so-called women don't know that they should be getting a man that's better than them to teach them. That's how hypergamy works. That's how women stay satisfied. Instead, like I said, they choose their starter package with Big Daddy government, which lets them know, hey, the government always got their back. Once they get on their feet, they'll be talking like, I'm always been this single. You started off with a care package from Big Daddy. You was over here in your Section 8 and your food stamps until you got on your feet right. Get up out of here, man. Men never qualify for bum assistance like that. I don't give a shit what you say. That's bum assistance. You're grown-ass people. When I talk to women and she's talking all this and that, I want to know your background. Were you ever on Section 8? Did you ever get food stamps? I want to know why. And when you start telling me, well, you know, it's harder. Why'd you make those babies? Why did you make those babies? Now, you can sit here and say, all these kids, and we need to rewind it back to the night of making the babies. Conception. Was it a great night? Did he get you nice and liquored up? You smoke with him too? Did he have those legs in the air? What kind of freaky stuff did you do that caused you to have such a good night? You brought a whole new life into this world. Women will slide right by the fact that they made 3 kids or whatever. And I don't mean, you know how much practice and how much hard pounding you're going to have to be taking to make a baby? So you're just going to sit here and act like you didn't have one wild night doing wild things with some pookie that wasn't even worth, marrying. We're not doing this stuff with y'all, man. Okay? And because you're thinking about stuff, I'm watching a lot of content creators I have a lot of respect for. But my problem is, and I used to make reaction videos with these women. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is listening to them after I've completely healed, I hear a lot of flaws in what they say. And it gets on my fucking nerves. And what I'm going to do is show them respect by not making reaction videos to their reaction videos, picking apart their single mother, single woman ideology. Because I'm going to tell you something. Unless a woman really loves men and really thinks that marriage is an option that she can get to, they will throw little jabs, even if they're one of your favorite men, not even I'll say male advocates, just women that react to videos that seem like they're pretty neutral, and they get onto women a lot because obviously women are messing up dating right now. They will still throw things in there to let you know they're not married and they don't have kids. They will always do it because they're still, when women, unless they're 25 and under, they start pushing 30, 35, 40, that bitterness leaks into whatever they make, whatever they say, however they dress and move. It leaks into it. And they don't even see it. I'm talking about content creators. If you go back to 8 months ago or something, you might have seen me making a reaction video with these women or their video. And I won't even do it anymore because I just see that after healing, I can see that they are women that have not healed, that have had bad relationships, even the so-called good ones. And they're sitting back studying men. And they're even studying the good men they would date. And they're monetizing it. So let me tell you something. A good man that you think qualifies for you, and you women are extremely smart and driven and have your lives together. I'm talking about the good ones, the content creators that are good ones, right? You haven't been throwing your legs up to everybody or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you're using the archetype of the man, not specifically the one that you would date, but the archetype, to say little jabs and say little extra things, as smart as you are, don't you think the man that you want would be just as smart? Don't you think that he'd be able to pick up on the context clues and pick up on what you're really saying? So even if he thought you were attractive, all the extra shit that you keep putting in your content disqualifies you. It disqualifies you because you don't know how to handle your emotions, and you women are using your online platforms as therapy. Probably drinking and stuff before you go online too. So you're super emotional. So even the good so-called women, you don't have a fucking man. And when I say a man, I mean a real man, a husband. You know what I'm saying? In a traditional sense of the word man, not some boyfriend, side guy, situation. What is that? No, man, we're not going to get up into the weeds of all these sub relationships that have developed under the, marriage header. That's the only goal and the only relationship you should be going for. All this other BS, it's just being single with fancy titles. That's all that it is, man. It's single, selfish people that don't want to compromise to be in a relationship to build something with fancy titles. That's all that it is. Don't come towards me with that garbage. If you are not a married woman, and if you don't have kids, that's cool. I don't think Anton Daniels has any kids, but he has a very solid marriage and business relationship with his wife. So, if you're not married and have a business, marriage is a business, man. That partnership with that person is your partner, your wife. Ladies, you know what I'm saying? In your situation, your husband, your therapist, all that stuff balled up into one. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? If y'all are studying the men that you want, and like a man like me, I'm only showing you a certain portion of me online. And I'm also on here to help men. So if you're really judging the entire archetype of men I represent based off the content that I'm posting, you're ignorant as fuck. You're not as good as you think you are. That's why you don't have a husband. And when you get online after watching my content and you drop your little subliminals and you can tell that your video is triggered by a certain archetype of man, and it's just you consistently keep, look, man, you're not going to get a man. As smart as you think you are being cryptic with your videos, the man that you want is going to be smarter, and he's going to be able to decode what you're saying. He's going to be like, you're a drama queen. You don't know how to properly go somewhere, or women like to see a therapist. Okay, I'm not going to bash it. Go see a therapist and to detox and defuse your energy so you're not projecting your trauma onto the men that you claim that you want. You don't even know how to do that as a woman. So, and I'm going to tell you something. There is no such thing as woman's intuition. Don't come towards me with that stupid behind stuff. And let me tell you something else. Any female that comes into my life and she starts making space for herself by saying that as a woman, I'm here to balance you out. I'm here to bring you the peace that you need. I'm here to bring you clarity. You're not here to do a motherfucking thing for me. Don't you ever talk to me like you're my God. I don't need you to do a damn thing but what I tell you to do. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do not think you're going to come towards me with a plan. Your dumb ass going to be sent on your way before you even get started. Do you understand? That's why y'all watch and study. Because you're going to say something stupid. And I'm going to catch what you're saying. And I'm going to be like, whoa. What do you mean you're going to be my peace? Nigga, I got peace. Did you mean add to my peace in the way that I want you to? What's all this, you're going to be my balance? Whoa. Whoa, where did this script come from? Where did I ask you to bring me that shit? What did I tell you I wanted from you? Huh? What did I tell you? That's what I want. If you dig more into it, dig your dirty ass on somewhere else. You want to create a space in my life that ain't needed. I can catch on to that shit, man. When you start talking too motherfucking much. And all you content creators. See, your subscribers be setting y'all up. Oh, yeah, tell us your opinion. And you tell your opinion, you start talking too much because you got your little viral clips everywhere. Most women go viral right now, especially if they talking, good stuff about dating. And you start feeling yourself and you start talking too much about how you really feel. Because a lot of y'all try to keep your private life and the way you privately feel to yourself, but it leaks out. And I'm like, oh, caught you, yeah. Nah, you ain't no real girlfriend type. You ain't no real wifey type. You know what I'm saying? You on here studying the men that you find attractive. The men that you would want to approach you because you're insecure based off of not healing from either childhood traumas or trauma from previous relationships. Because the women I meet in public, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, smiling, happy. See, it's a whole different vibe. And the reason why they meet up with me like that is because my energy is great, period. But when you're online, and also some of you women haven't even really been traumatized that much, you're absorbing too much content and you think that you're ahead of the game by, oh, I know all the games these men are playing. Well, that's wild for you to assume that all men are a monolith and we're all the same. You're consuming too much content, too much negative rhetoric. So you think you're queen of all male game. No, you're queen of the fools. The minute I get hit by one of these cars, I'm telling you, I'm going to roll around on this ground like somebody just, you know, try to take me out like Trump. And I'm going to sue the shit out of them because there's so much space around here. You are not going to run me off this road just because the minute, I don't care if the rear view mirror just barely scrapes my shirt sleeve. I'm going to roll around on the ground and sue if any of you neighbors are watching, I'm going to sue the shit out of you. I always make sure I have 2,500 to 3,000 on tap just for lawyer fees. Always. Always, man. Be stupid if you want to. This ain't no dumb Negro. I can stand wherever I want to. I am a pedestrian. You will respect the law out here, or I'll sue the shit out of you and take your trailer and everything else. Okay? All right. Anyway, man. Goofy out here. They have this whole road. No one coming. You think that a war veteran is going to be scared of you driving close to me when I've been in Iraq and that's all they do over there? But when I get sideswiped in any capacity, I'm going to roll around the ground like somebody just try to take me out, and I'm going to sue the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to pay me. You're going to pay me. Your ass is going to be moving in with your parents again out of your raggedy ass trailer. Trust me. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, ladies, it's not a good idea. You got to smash that like button. You know, if you're in here and you're moving with good intentions, smash that like button. If you're in here and you're a woman and you know you're learning something, smash that like button. It's a blessing from God that you're getting these lessons. Whether you want to give me the respect I deserve or not, because you know I'm all about respect. And y'all sit over here watch me all day long as females and you wonder why you ain't got a man. Well, because, man, I always be watching around you, man. You know what I'm saying? I seen those two cars coming. They could have met up right here at the same time while I'm on the road. So just move to a place where you're safe. Always be watching around you, man. You know what I'm saying? Always be watching around you. But I just don't understand how y'all think it's a good idea to study the kind of men that you want. And I can see it in all the content that y'all post. And look, man, I get it. Maybe some of y'all really are okay with being single and dying alone with all these codes and, you know what I'm saying, all the extra knowledge that you've obtained by just stalking. It's really what it is. Stalking the men that you like. You're stalking the married women. I'm not talking to you. You got a man. If you're stalking me, you're just watching somebody like you're watching your favorite entertainer, you know what I'm saying, or your favorite movie star, you know, hey, think about me while you're, you know, doing whatever you got to do, with whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? You're married. I don't give a shit. But you women that are not married, man, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Man, let me tell you something. If I wasn't on social media and I met any of you females out in public, you'd have no problem whatsoever giving me your number if I approached you, or you be giving me signals or whatever. But because we're online and you're able to read too much into whatever I'm posting, ain't got nothing to do with you and ain't for you, then you're just going to try to eliminate me, whatever. You're still single. And you're babbling online. I don't give a shit what you're babbling about. I don't care if that shit is video crispy and your words are articulated like you went to Harvard. You are not married. You do not have children in wedlock. Who gives a shit what you're saying, man? You're a pretty face. You're a pretty talking head. Make sure you understand that. Stop getting online thinking that your word is gospel and men are out here looking for you. Chill out on that stuff, man. You'll have people like Tyrese's ex-wife talking about God and stuff now, and also telling you how to get a high-value woman. What the fuck is that? What is that? No such thing. She's not high value until one of us make her that. Until then, she's just like every other woman. No matter how much money she makes or how little money she makes. She's not high value until she gets with a man that makes her that way. No one sits around here and thinks about Oprah's money and be like, oh, Oprah's the hottest chick out here. What in the world? We don't care. Your money, your status, your clout means nothing to a man. You know, you are nothing as far as your high value woman. You going on trips as a woman and you're single, guess what guys are thinking? You're getting smashed in different countries. What is high value about that? What are you talking about? There's nothing. You building your YouTube platform means what if you don't have an attractive man? Because all women compete. So let's say you got 200, 100,000 followers on YouTube. and you doing okay, even more than that on Instagram, and you posting up these hot pictures. You getting the money a little bit. You ain't got no kid and no man. That chick with all her money ain't got nothing to do at night, and she's going home and she's going to bed alone unless she's got a Tyrone. I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to you. And as much as women want to be like, oh, we're like men, and get a man, I'm telling you from fact, I'm not just speaking about what I've seen. I'm not a woman. I don't just talk about what I observe. You know what I'm saying? I can go without being with somebody. Are you insane? I don't need to be with nobody. You let women on online and women sympathizers online telling men, we all need somebody. We all need somebody. No one wants to be alone. Man, speak for yourself. Some of the men out here are good to go. If we're telling you that, that's what it is. A problem with a lot of you online content creators, you project your fucked up ideology and thinking on the other people and be like, oh, I know what they're saying, but I really know. No, you don't. You don't know shit. You're projecting. That's what you're doing. If somebody tells me something, I believe it. I don't sit around and be like, oh no, you really mean, no. You tell me that, I believe it. I ain't give it no more thought. So what I'm telling you is this before I go. And we're not talking about the 3 old foes out here. We address them all the time. No, the good women, the good ones, you content creators that get online every day and you have your makeup done, hair pulled to the back or down. It's your real hair. You got viral videos, you putting out this stuff, you know what I'm saying? There's different versions of y'all out there, man. Kind of versions are there, man. There's the ones that be talking all hood and tatted up, but still got the body and kind of cute in the face. And they sound like they've been smoking Black and Miles and drinking Hennessy all day, but they out here, but they're not married and they don't have kids in wedlock. And they'll be out here cussing and everything, because they're studying the minute they like. They got a little bit of sense about them. They can string along a couple sentences. And if you're a woman during this time of society and you get online and you run your mouth, you're going to go viral. Everything's in your benefit right now. Don't think that I don't notice what's going on around me. You know what I'm saying? I see plenty of dudes out here saying the same stuff these women are saying. And they gotta work triple as hard to even get a one viral moment. They gotta do everything right. The music, everything gotta be, their platform gotta be their own, everything gotta be right. And if you listen to these guys that do make it big, like Ugly Podcast or whatever it's called, bro said he had to work hard to get there. Like, it took him a while and he worked hard to get where he's at. A woman put on a tight dress, start running her mouth, regurgitating stuff that all the men are saying, and she goes viral. I don't care what y'all say. I don't have listen, as far as clout goes, I know that it's all, you know what I'm saying, subjective to what's going on during the time. Women are trending right now and women empowerment is. So if you're online running your mouth, you're going to go viral. I've seen women put up nonsense stuff and they can barely even speak. The title don't even have words that are real English and the videos go viral. It don't even matter. It don't matter. It's all about making sure that women are being pushed to the top, so that girls and young women can see that, and women and men, especially men that are talking right, are being pushed. Their information, their videos, their content is being suppressed. I don't want to hear it unless you attach yourself to a big name, or you rolled the Kevin Samuels wave while he was alive. Your black ass is not out here doing it like that. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. And you have a lot of these women out here, again, when Kevin Samuels was alive, these same women that be talking about this is the Kevin Samuels era, they were not giving Kevin Samuels the respect he deserved when he was alive. Now that he's gone, all the men that are doing it, they're trying to disrespect you by not saying your name and bringing up Kevin Samuels or anyone before him. You know you see how they do? They were doing this when he was alive. He brought up stuff, they be bringing up, well, Dr. Charlie and this person said it, you know what I'm saying? Now that he's gone, you bring up stuff, oh, you're just a Kevin Samuel disciple, and they say whatever they got to not give credit where credit is due, and they wonder why they're still single, and I'm talking about the good ones. They wonder why they're still single, they're not married. Oh, I'm single by choice. No, the fuck you're not. No woman, especially American woman, wants to be by herself. Let me tell you what it looks like. Again, when you have your life together, you got over 100K subscribers on YouTube, you're doing good on Instagram and getting all these views, and you have no man, like something's wrong with you. It looked like something is wrong. There's attitude or something going on. I don't care what you present yourself like online. All the men in your proximity, or a lot of people date within the niche or their work group or whatever. The men that work in your work group, niche or whatever online, and the men in your proximity, meaning your physical proximity, have not wedded you. And you're online trying to make it seem like, shut the fuck up. Talk like you have some sense. Always show men respect while you online, or get checked by Negroes like me. I'm not going to sit here and let y'all run your mouth online like you know what you're talking about and you don't have a man. Unless you're going to push some ideology for women to be, you know, decentering men and doing your own thing. If you're pushing overall relationships and you're getting online and projecting some of your discrepancies in your, I know you're going to say, it's my perspective. Be that as it may, what are you doing for the overall dynamic? What are you doing, you know, consistently that's going to get women to where they need to be? Now, if you're doing it for your goofy, selfish self, say that shit too when you say this is your perspective. Say, this is my perspective, and this is my goofy, goofball, goober, selfish way of thinking. But if you're trying to help women and you just keep putting out some stuff, but you keep sliding, because I'm telling you, when they start reaching 30, 35, 40, they start sliding their single bitter ways into their content. Little things, small little things that you got to pay attention to. And you be like, well, that's why you're still single. Your attitude is leaking, appreciate it. Your attitude is leaking into your content. Your attitude is leaking into your work. And again, fellas, and I love all women, and I know there's some women out here that are content creators. Let me put it like this. Zennials don't work. Zennials have made content creation a 9 to 5 because they have taken the whole idea of being one and run with it. And since they have flooded everything with their generation, that they've made being a content creator a 9 to 5. Whereas millennials and previous generations have worked jobs and done different things and then become content creators. These people, as soon as the titty's out of the mouth, they're online trying to go viral. And with that being said, man, with all this online crap, man, and people having this weird ideology, this has kind of been embedded in a lot of these younger women to study people. That's how they, you know, they upgrade their thumbnails and all this stuff. These people are studying other people, and you know, YouTube, you know, the channels that tell you how to grow on YouTube, they teach you to copy people and study their stuff and regurgitate it and don't reinvent the wheel and all this. And it's just the shit that's being put out, man. And I'm telling you, as a single man that's looking for a good woman, I do want to believe that there are some good women. Like I said, that Zennial generation has made content creation into a 9 to 5. So I just consider it like a 9 to 5. And I judge you women on like a 9 to 5 type of scale. Not like you're a content creator entrepreneur. Your generation has made content creating a job now. And with y'all all competing with each other. And you guys let me know if the audio is still working. It's got a phone call, so I might have to throw the audio off. You know what I'm saying? But so I just grade you guys on that scale. And, you know, this is a 9 to 5 now. Y'all are putting out content every day like a 9 to 5, and you're editing your videos. I'm just telling you, I think it's a bad idea that y'all are studying the men that you find attractive. I really do. I know you want to pump that, but you gotta draw a line. Like, do you want to get married one day, or is it about the money? Is it about the clout? You can study the Pookies, and you can briefly look at but you should not be watching them every day without approaching one of us, because you're going to drive yourself insane. You're going to consistently try to find problems with us to justify why you won't grab your clitoris and approach one of us, because we said we're not going to approach you. And what you're going to do is make this list of disqualifiers, and one of us going to always fit one of those disqualifiers because you don't know how to be a woman and approach what you want. You still think that there are men out here that's worth your time that's going to approach you, and you're waiting on this print. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to go on vacation and meet them, because when I see women going on vacation, I just think about women trying to get some vacation strange. I'm not going to be out there thinking I'm going to run into you. And you're not going to, and if you're a content creator, you're not going to run into them, you know what I'm saying, at your job. You're at your house all the time. Most of y'all are at your house. If you're not at your house, you're out at the club, but you're not out in the places you need to be to meet a man that you want. You know what I'm saying? You're just not out there. So, you know, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell y'all, but as good as y'all think that y'all are, you need to reevaluate the way that you're moving in life. You really do. You need to think about, okay, how am I presenting myself? Do I seem like I'm just a content creator that's, you know, trying to make sure that she stays viral and she puts out, you know, her opinions and whatever, but the men that I want are intelligent as well, and they're going to be looking at my video the same way and scrutinizing my video the same way that I'm scrutinizing theirs. So I'm never going to get a man like that. So, like, you have to rethink what you're doing. Now, if you're married, you can get on here and poke fun of attractive men all you want to. You can get on here and you can shade the men that you find attractive all you want to. I'm still going to tell you, you're a married woman, so you shouldn't really be putting too much time into any archetype of man except your husband. So you can try to make it seem like you're shading other archetypes of men, but if you're watching a whole lot of other men, it seems like you're not getting your business taken care of at home, because if you were satisfied, you wouldn't be watching other men online. So I don't give a shit how you try to shade other men. If you're a married woman, best thing to do is shut your mouth. Don't be saying too much. You saying too much, you watching a lot of other men. And why are you watching a lot of other men and you're a married woman or a woman in a long-term relationship? No. You're watching a lot of other men because your ass ain't satisfied at home. You're not getting the thrill that you feel like you need, probably based off the fact that you've watched too much content and feel like you're some kind of princess that deserves everything. Who knows? Either way it goes, you know what I'm saying? You're not the great woman that you think that you are. That's all that I'm saying, man. A lot of talking's being done online, but not a lot of thinking's being done. Not a lot of thinking about what you're saying and how you're coming across. That's all that I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. And I just wanted to get on here because y'all do a lot of studying. Y'all do a lot. I hear a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying, that be saying a lot of stuff. I hear their words on these women's mouths, and I'm just like, where is this woman's man that could give her this same solid information that she can regurgitate? You know what I'm saying? Or parrot. Like you're messing up, and I'm just trying to tell you because you have no guidance, right? Because you think you know everything and you think you got it together. Just because your money's together don't mean your soul's together, man. Just because your clout is right online and your money is right doesn't mean that your femininity is right. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are basing the way that you move and how you appear to men off the way that you judge men. That's how you judge men. We are looking at your soul. When I look at a woman, I'm looking at her soul. How she's carrying herself, when she has the opportunity, because her following is big, to throw little subtle jabs at men. Does she take it? As a woman, is she correcting men? When in the world has it been her job to? And what kind of self-respecting man that finds himself to be a leader is going to be with a woman that's correcting men? I'm not going to be with a woman that's correcting men. You can give your perspective, but you correcting men, that's outside of your place. That's outside of your place. So, again, man, as much as y'all think that y'all are qualified, as much as y'all have gotten comfortable saying the things that you said about men, there is a distinct reason why you do not have the kind of man that you want. And all we do, and I keep telling you this, we're going to look into your social media platforms and we're going to see what you're speaking like. I'm going to see what you're speaking like. I'm going to see what you're consistently saying. I'm going to see what you're whining about. And I'm going to see if you're bashing men like me, or if it seems like you're overly studying men like me, or if you're one of these weird females that think that it's your job to create balance for a man, keep a man spiritually guided, and give a man peace. Who told you that? Who told you that? And if that was the case, where is your man to back up this ideology? Where is your man? Where's the proof that whatever you think works? Man, sit down somewhere, man. Some of us out here know how to articulate how we think and what other men are thinking. And all this babbling y'all are doing online, it's not going to cut it no more. I'm an engineer. You're not going to be able to out-wordsmith me or babble your stupid mistakes in relationships that have manifested into trauma responses, which is all these different criteria and all these different red flags you think that you're seeing in men that's kept you single. No, that is your unhealed, goofy, dumb ass running around projecting your traumas onto other people. And there's a reason why your goofy, dumb ass is still single, no matter how much makeup you put on, weight you lose, or how many of your subscribers tell you that you're nice. You're still the one in the mirror at night crying, taking off your makeup, having a hard time getting to sleep because you ain't got the man that you want, and you see all the women around you getting married. That's your problem. And this for all the so-called good women sitting out here creating content, sitting on your throne. There ain't no motherfucking kingdom without a king. The word ain't even spelt without king. So what are you sitting on right now? Man, listen, y'all are messed up, dude. You're messed up. Humble yourselves. Your subscribers aren't going to keep you warm at night. You know what I'm saying? Your clout ain't going to give you generations. You know what I'm saying? All the BS you pumping out online to come across a certain kind of way, well, is that your legacy? And it can be, but is it the legacy that you want? You know, the children and, you know, you having that man that you'll outlive and all that stuff, death do you part. Come on, man. Men don't care as much as you want to make yourself believe this. Let me tell you something, and I mean what I say. I mean this. I came into this realm alone, and I'm going to leave this realm alone. Whatever I do in between is what I decide to do. Societal norms and societal pressures don't dictate what I do and how I feel about myself and what I consider to be normal and a good life. That's what women do. That's why there is all the societal pressure and social media to give you guidance outside of men, to steer you in the wrong direction. I'm a man. I don't take direction. I give direction. I'm not easily influenced. I can't be influenced. You understand what I'm saying to you? Okay, good to know. So again, and this ain't even a 304s. I took a break on them today. We're going to talk about it. I'm getting into the women that think that they're good women, that are not married and are not wedded. All the stuff you doing, studying the men that you like and picking us apart, has not gotten you anywhere. Congratulations, you've played yourself. You got to smash that like button. And again, you can ignore me like you don't watch my content. Let me tell you something, dummy. I'm too attractive to ignore. I'm too attractive to ignore. And I do that on purpose. I go and tease you goofies over on TikTok. I come over here and do what I gotta do, and I pump my content out so you're seeing my handsome face all the time. I'm too attractive to ignore. Gentlemen, you have to be so attractive that even these women that have a problem with you and your archetype but can't stop watching you, they can't get enough of you. They're mad as hell at you and want to act like they don't know who you are. Ain't never, man, please. I'm too attractive to ignore. I'm too articulate. I'm too well-spoken. I can dress too nice, man. I move too smooth. I don't get fucking too irritated about anything. I got my own cadence and way of speaking. I'm too attractive to ignore. I got a drive to get to the top that I don't see too many other people have. I'm too attractive to ignore. And I don't need validation from a single content creator or a single person watching my content to tell me this. I know this. I know this. And it can't be taken away from me. Say whatever you want to say in comments. Say whatever you got to say in your goofy ass content where you're consistently taking jabs at all men or taking jabs at men in general. Because no man is ever, or not talking about the ones that do, but men are not making women do anything. So any archetype you've built of a Pookie is just a man that was able to trick women's intuition and get whatever he wants. So why are you bashing him? You should be bashing the women that were dumb enough to fall for his antics and keep falling for it. But instead, you're building archetypes off of men with game. Man, y'all are losers, man. In life, there's winners and there's losers. That's all I see. If you're consistently getting hustled by a certain archetype of men, then that is your problem. You should be the one called out for it. Not building a name for that archetype of men. What are we doing here? I see what we're doing here. Not doing it no more. Not doing it no more. You know, so all you so-called good women, where's your good man? Where's your husband? Where? Where's this Romeo? Where? You're online, you're running your mouth, you got your clout right, you got everything else right. Where's your man? That's what I thought, okay? Shut the fuck up. Love and light, y'all. I'm your brother.